head dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy. Shooting my shot like.
Well, the summer humidity has abated, the roof is open, and it's time for football at NRG Stadium here in Houston, Texas. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, let's go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the bootleg, Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here we go. Whoa. 11.
Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, right.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Stroud to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hey, uno more. Look the hot. Under.
Stroud out of the gun here. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 7, Eagles nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A first down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. A handoff, Barkley running left, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On the quick, right?
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Buggy. Why Tony?
And Stroud now to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 32 yards. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last two snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 54 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Next to score, Eagles 17, Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, uno more. Red. Look the hot.
Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Love it.
That's good for a Houston Texans. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Robbie. Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 39 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Under.
Mixon. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. This is 3rd and goal. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight line. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, uno.
Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Got his man, it's Woods. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 19 Texans.
At the 49-yard line.
11. Hey, uno Mars.
Stroud to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Look the hot. Ah, what's that? Hey, uno. 11.
Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
12.
Here's Stroud. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Buying time to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Tiger Hornet. No touch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 49